Hey guys, it's iDems HD here, back with another goalkeeper tips video. Today we're basically going to be going over all of the things you need to know for your first game. So today we're going to be going over the basic goalkeeper controls that you should obviously know for your first game, keeping confident on the pitch, and also something I forgot to add in the last video about getting started is your camera settings. Now, for the basic controls of your first game, you're going to want to know these specific controls. If you need to write them down, go ahead. It's not insanely complex. But holding down LB when they're coming into... This is probably the most important control of them all. Because staying in position, it can make or break a goalkeeper. If you're not in position, you're most likely going to let it in unless he shoots it right at you. You want to stay square to the man, and if you want to stay square to the man, you got to hold down LB. It will automatically put you into position. And it will just, it kind of reassures you that you're kind of square to him, The next control we're going to be going over is the right stick. Now, obviously, this is probably the second most important control while you're dealing with those diving saves. Now, RS stick, some people might not agree with me here, but I think I use right stick for every single save that I make. I don't ever touch the X, B, or A buttons. I mean, every goalkeeper, again, has their different ways of saving and different things. Like, I've heard B for one-on-ones, which, I mean, I haven't tried them yet because I really don't want to, let up a goal because I don't want to look like an idiot flopping. But I've heard that using B on one-on-ones sort of works sometimes. But on one-on-ones, I usually tend to try to come out. Oh, that's another thing I haven't gone over, coming out. Well, you're going to want to come out if you're on a one-on-one with a guy and your defenders are nowhere in sight. Once he gets to the top of my box, that's when I like to start holding down Y. And right when I see the red circle appear, maybe a little bit before, I'll start holding the stick in the direction of the far post. I mean, since he's really close to you, you're probably gonna end up doing one of the if he's really close, you're probably gonna end up doing one of those animations where your guy sticks out his arms and legs as much as possible. He does like a gymnastics split, and most of the time you're not gonna save those because he's gonna finesse it. Now, what I like to do on one-on-ones, you hold down Y, and then you're gonna have to learn how to manually position yourself, because if you hold down Y while holding down LB and then you let go of Y and you keep holding down LB, the automatic positioning is gonna pull you back to where you should be on the line. But who doesn't come out on one-on-ones and sticks to the line? You have to go tell the game to go fuck itself, because you have to learn how to manually position yourself if you're gonna see those one-on-ones. Sometimes what I do, I want to keep a little bit of distance, just a tiny bit more distance between me and the man before I hold down the stick. So what I do is I hold down Y when he gets to the top of the box. Once I get sort of close to him, I let go of Y and LB, hold down LT, and then you hold down the direction of the far post or wherever you think he's gonna shoot. Now that's what I like to do on one-on-ones. These diving saves that you'll see, I personally hold down LB and hold the stick towards the direction I think he's gonna shoot. That's what I do. A lot of goalkeepers probably wouldn't agree with me on that one, but what I've noticed is that if I take my finger off of LB and the ball takes any sort of deflection, or I go the other way, the shooter goes the other way with the ball, you are screwed. You're gonna be sitting there looking like an idiot. But I feel like if I hold down LB, it keeps me more in position. A great diving save right there off of the corner, but I feel like it keeps me way more in position, kind of gives me reassurance that I'm going to be staying in position, staying square to the man. But one thing that is annoying about holding down LB is that if you guess a little bit too early, your guy does this sort of jumpy animation, and it's kind of annoying, but you kind of have to learn how to time the dive. The next thing we're going to be going over is the Y button. Well, obviously Y button you use to come out. Next thing you're going to want to know about the Y button is coming out for corners, which I know a lot of new goalkeepers are kind of hesitant to do so, or a lot of goalkeepers always think they want to know how to catch it instead of punch it all the time, because sometimes punching can really, screw you over. Sometimes I feel like sometimes the game will just make me miss a punch and the ball will go on the back of the net. But near post, you're gonna want to probably my key of thumb or rule of thumb with my goalkeeping on corners is if it's a bar and a half of power or less, do not come out at all. Just hold down LB once he takes the corner, and I usually like to put the right stick in the far post, or wherever I think he's gonna head it. But if it's anywhere 2 bars or higher, what I do is the second he's powering it up, I hold. Well, I mean, it's your respective camera angle. Obviously, I think most people use Pro, but I will hold the left stick, obviously the move, in the direction of, you know, everyone in the box, and I'll hold down Y until I get in. This is also why I'm holding down LB until I get into the circle. Once you get into the circle, let go of Y and LB and hold the right stick up. That will give you, it's a much higher % chance of you catching the ball. Now, the next thing I'm going to go over is camera settings. Pretty simple. If you just go into the settings menu in the main menu, customize settings, and then I forget, I think it's controls, no, not controls, but I think it just says game settings. If you go to the camera or visual, I forget what it is, and then go all the way down the list to pro camera swing and all of that, put the last 3 ones that are on 10 to 20. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I don't notice much of a difference there, but I mean, you might. I mean, I don't really notice much of a difference, but I would put them to 20 just for reassurance. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys do well in your first game. You know what? You might let in a goal or 2. It's all about practice. You have to practice. It all comes in time. No goalkeeper is going to be perfect on his first day being a goalkeeper. I mean, it's like saying, you know, putting Ibrahimovic in goal. He's not going to do very well, is he? Because that's not his position. And it's the same thing with FIFA. It's like if your position is striker and you've never played goalkeeper before, you're probably not going to do very well in your first game. And you know, people might yell at you for letting a goal in that you probably should have saved. You just have to move on from it. Motivate, you know, just tell your teammates, you know, or just keep quiet. I mean, just tell your teammates, you know, guys, it's my first time being goalkeeper. I'm probably gonna let some stuff in. Just play the game, worry about yourselves, and you know, I'm trying my best here. But try not to get mad. If you let in a goal, move on from it. Reassure yourself, you know, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna try not to let that in next time. But again, it's your first game. You're probably gonna let some of those stupid goals in, and even the best goalkeepers. Like, we always let stupid goals in sometimes. It's not like we're perfect. No goalkeeper's perfect, and he's going to save everything. We always let in stupid goals once in a while. But it's just all about moving on from that goal and thinking about the next save that you have to make. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you guys do well in your first game. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, don't hesitate to ask any questions about goalkeeping that you may have. I'm going to try to get the next goalkeeper tips video out as soon as possible, and